All right. Welcome, everyone. I am standing in, obviously, for our illustrious leader, Beck, tonight, and she has asked me to jump on and just do a bit of a welcome call for our new QLAs. And also just to step you through the beginning stages, I guess, when we start out, because sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming and a little bit confusing. So yeah, this video is really just to help anyone who's new to the team and who might have, been not gotten quite started yet, and who might be thinking, how do I find this and how do I find that? So more than welcome to ask some questions. I'll just pop the chat up. KJ, no worries. KJ is just driving at the moment, so that's fine. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I'll probably open the call up a little bit at the end, just so that you can ask any questions that you have. But yes, it is quite a basic kind of one that we're going to do, just sort of how we start off and where you go and what you do and all of these types of things. So I will share my screen so you can see what I am up to, because that's the main thing that we need to see. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to do is log into our back office. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe it's just to go straight to the app, but I will share that with you as well. I had a message from someone the other day that they kept having to go back to their initial email that they got sent instead of knowing how to get into the software. So I sent them the website. So I don't know whether that would have been a problem for anyone here, but we'll have a look at that as well. So your first port of call will be your back office. And this holds a lot of key information for us. So you just use the username and the password that you set up when you first started. So you literally just pop that in and press login. Now, initially, you should have been sent an email from head office, and it should have, I'm pretty sure, a link to that back office, as well as a link to the app, the AOScan app. And as well as, I'm pretty sure, a Solex University link as well as what it comes with now. Now, I started before the Solex University, so I didn't receive that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it comes with. So when you press login, it will take you to, hopefully my internet's going to work for me. All right, so it will take you in the back here. And so for a start, what you want to be looking for, the important things are your marketing site. So this is actually your website. When you press on this, it will take you to where you can actually sign people up through that as well. And I have a video that I can share, but there's some sign up videos on Solex LLC, I think, as well, to step you through how to do that. There is a couple of things. If you're in Australia, you have to change the country, and there's a couple of little things there. So if you get to that stage and you're really super keen and you want to sign people up straight away, then just sing out to us in the group chat. But other than that, you can also click on the banner here for your Solex University. So see how it says the Solex University there? It usually has an image. So I'll just wait for the image to come up. So if you didn't get the Solex University in your sign up email, then you can just go into your back office and you can, I'm just clicking next here. So you can go to your basic training, and that is free. So you can see there it said a coupon, and you should have received that in your email as well. And you will get the basic training for free. Now, this is where you actually need to start, because that is where you will get all of your information. I might see if I can sign into mine. I hate it when it does this and the banner sits up the top and I can't see anything. So let me just see if I can get into my Solex University. There we go, solexuniversity.com. And you can just go to login. And this should be the same as your normal logins for, so maybe you'll set up another login page. So I've just got my email address, and I must have set up a password when you go through. So you will find I've got a few stages in there, but this is your basic training and this is the free one. The other trainings you can do down the track. But in here, you get some amazing resources. So this is your welcome and introduction, and it takes you through all of the different areas that you need. So you can see here that it's got, you know, the device and profile setup. So before you even, you know, get your device, you can come in here and check out what you can do. You've got your supplement library, quick scan, inner voice, vitals, comprehensive, Cephi, and then your conclusion. This will answer the majority of your questions. So if you're just starting, I know it feels really overwhelming and there's, you know, lots to learn. But the best thing you can do is actually start scanning yourself and listen to this and have your scanner with you so you can step through all of the things as they're going, because this wasn't even available actually when we started. So it's brilliant that they have it now. Now, when you get you know, further along, there are other trainings there that you can do. So, you know, there's a phase 1 and a phase 2 as well. And they also did the Day of Discovery this year that I have there. So there's a lot there that you can definitely tap into. I'm just going to try and move my banner. I don't know. Does anyone know how to turn off the banner up the top when you're sharing your screen? Because I cannot. Anyway, okay.
I think you can just move the banner, just drag it.
Oh, can you? Okay,
I think so.
I'm right. I'm going to click up. Okay, well done. Thank you. I can put it down the bottom. Awesome. All right, that has made a big difference in my life. Okay, so we come back to your back office here. We're in the home button there, but under business, you can have a look up. There's a few different things that you can see in there. So you've got your team dashboard, you've got a visual tree, report center, pay history, points history. Something that might be really handy to start with is support. Okay, so if you ever need support, the support are so amazing. Obviously, it will have whoever your enroller was. So Beck was my enroller, but it also has this at here. So support at LLC, at Solex LLC, and also that phone number. So they're more than happy to jump on a phone call with you. Their hours are 9 to 5 and it's mountain time in the US. So you just have to do the conversion. But I do know up until about 10 a.m. our time, they're usually still in the office in the morning. So you'll try and call them early. But I tell you what, if you have any dramas at all, they are just amazing. Or reach out to your upline as well. So that's all there for you. Look, the training and stuff in here, I wouldn't recommend. I would go straight to the Solex University. There is more of the back office stuff in here. So if you're interested in the compensation plan, the basics for the back office and how to navigate that, it actually also has your Solex University there. That's new. Actually, I hadn't seen that. And then you're also your Solex shop site. So you can go in there. And if you, oh, there you go. It's how do you enroll your a new quantum living advocate. But it says the video is private. Anyway, that's all in there if you want to. They've updated that actually a little bit, so that's really good. So that's in your training courses, but I would 100% recommend just go straight to the Solex University. So from there, once you have looked at your university and gone through all of that, another thing that we encourage you to do is to join the Facebook groups. So I hope this doesn't make me log in. It's two-factor authentication business. So if you're not already in the Frequency Soul Collective QLA group, talk to whoever invited you, and this is the group that you want to be in. So you might already be in the Frequency Soul Collective group, but there is also the Frequency Soul Collective QLA group. And this is where we just share information just for QLAs. And so we have our Day of Discovery in there, and there's a whole heap of trainings and all sorts of different things in there. So definitely get in there if you're not already to keep up to date. And also the Frequency Soul Collective page, not the QLA one, is where you invite prospects. So anyone that you know who might be interested, who you know want to know more, pop them in the Frequency Soul Collective page. Okay, so that's a good one too. And then of course we have our Frequency Soul Collective chat, which I'm assuming most of you are in because you're on this call tonight. And you're always welcome to pop new QLAs in there as well. Now, the other amazing thing that we have, which you may not be aware of, is our Frequency Soul Collective portal. So Beck and Amanda had spent hours and hours and hours on this. And this has given us an amazing way to start off QLAs. It is paid membership, so it's $99 for the year. However, it has some amazing things in here. So I've already got my membership, so we'll jump in there and see. So you just need to click on there, and you can see I've been a bit naughty and haven't actually gone through and ticked off what I've done. We have a welcome to the portal and join the tribe. So this will lead you to all of our all of the different communities. So that's our distributor group, our testimonial group, and the AO. Oh, that's another good one too. The Solex AO Scan official group on Facebook. There is also a Solex LLC Facebook page, which I would highly recommend joining too, because the company updates that fairly regularly as well. So this will tell you what to do. There's a welcome in there. And then there is also some rituals here for actually creating your business, which are really, really beautiful. The girls took a lot of time to do some meditations and intention settings and all of these amazing things. So that's really worthwhile starting. It also gives some device guidance there. So a lot of this information is found in the university, but this is all in one spot, which is really awesome. And then it takes you through more the business side of things. And then this is really cool because this is a marketing tools. So you can see here, we've got an image library, Solex images. So if you're wanting to do, look at this, any marketing, there are these all in here available for you. They also have a Trello account in there, a Trello board with all these prompts and templates and things like that you can actually use for your social media marketing as well. So it's really invaluable. And for $99 a year, it's actually really, really awesome value. So if you hadn't heard about that, it's literally just at frequencysoulcollective.com. And like you saw me do there, you just select the join the portal, or I think it said join the portal. So jump in there because that is awesome. If you joined in July, so if you're really super duper new, you may also have been given an alpha pass. So I'm not sure if everyone knows about alpha passes, but for July, anyone who signed someone up got 6 alpha passes, and anyone who got signed up received 6 alpha passes. So it'll take you through to the AO Scan, our actual site for scanning, which is just app.aoscan.com. Now you can access this on any device that you have. So this is on my computer at the moment, that you're on my laptop. So I can access it from here, but I can also put it onto my own phone device, or the Solex devices come with it already loaded. So it'll be like a little, thumbnail or whatever it is that you can click on, like a home screen page that you can click on your device when it's sent to you. But if you've already purchased it but haven't received your device yet, then feel free to just log in on this on your own, your phone or whatever you have, or tablet that you have of your own. So we sign in using whatever sign up you chose. So that's mine. Okay, so once you're in here, you will have done your Solex University, which tells you how to use all of the different things. I'm not going to go through that tonight because it's all in there, and it takes a little bit of time to play around with it. We've got multiple videos though as well that can tell you how to do things, but your Solex University has it all there. So my advice would be just to jump in and just do that. However, what I did want to show you is the alpha passes. So if you have alpha passes, you click these 3 buttons up the top. They like to call it the hamburger over at head office. So you click on that and it'll bring you into this area, and you can click on alpha 3 passes there. So it will tell you how many you have available, and then you're able to actually send them to people. Now, this is it's an amazing way to hit the ground running. So if you did join in July, it was awesome because you will have received 6 of these for free, which I think is about $125 US, because you do actually usually purchase these. But I have sent out, well, quite a few. You can probably have a look. Expired. Yeah. So you can see that I have sent all of these different ones out to people. And basically it gives them a 3-day pass to have a play for themselves. And the company has just released a whole heap of short videos that tell people how to use the different things. And personally, I've actually gone through, I have a video that I share with my people about how to get the most out of your Alpha 3 pass. And in that, I tell them what scans to run for themselves. And I do a bit of a run through of what what the scans are and how often they should be doing them and what they, basically what their 3 days could look like. And I insist that they listen or watch that before they actually activate it, because so many have come back to me and gone, oh, I didn't know it did this and I didn't know it did that. It's like, well, did you watch the video? So just make sure you're giving your people a little bit of education so they get the most out of it. With this, you literally just say send, you put a first and a last name in there. And their email address, and you press send. Now they have 10 days, so you can come in here and see my pending. I've got 2 pending in there. I can choose to revoke that if they haven't activated it. But I can also see who's accepted them and who hasn't. And then I've got ones that have expired there as well. Okay, so I can actually then go back to these people and say, hey, you didn't use your Alpha Pass. Do you still want one? And I can reissue those if they want to. And then we have the ones that have been accepted. And again, this one then forms a bit of a list for me that I can go back and follow up with the people if I haven't already, or if they haven't already come on board. So it's an invaluable business tool for you to use, and you will have 6 of those free, which is like phenomenal. So you can just start to, we had the discussion recently about charging for these, because usually you would pay for them. I think putting a nominal fee on them is actually a really great idea, but I guess it's just where you sit with that. We're just finding a lot at the moment that when you do things for free, people aren't necessarily valuing them. So, even if it's just $29 or something like that, that's a possibility that you could do if you start to find that people, aren't activating them, or, aren't really appreciating the value in those as well. So that is the Alpha 3 passes. And that's really where I would start. For me personally, I just started scanning. We were in a lockdown when I got my scanner, and I didn't even have it actually when I got my access, when I signed up, and I got instant access, which you will all have, even if you don't have your device yet. And I literally just jumped online and put it out to my networks and said, hey, I have this new thing. Who wants a bioresonance scan? And I was inundated. And that is how I learned. So that would probably be my advice to you as well, even if it's just an inner voice scan that you're offering people, or, your friends and your family, like just scan as many people as you can. To not only, it built my trust up in the scanner, because I had so many people come back to me and say, oh my gosh, it was spot on. Oh my gosh, I just had bloods and this came back exactly like my bloods. And, so it was testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. So if you are new, that is how I would recommend getting started. And then just thinking about, just thinking about who you think would benefit from something like this as well. And then just reaching out to those people. I also found that for me personally, I'm a kinesiologist. So I was looking at how other kinesiologists might be able to benefit from this kind of technology. And when it came out last July was when I joined, a lot of people were in lockdown and couldn't work. And this device gave them, that ability to do it via distance. And so look at where, people are wanting to go online and do services from online. And I know personally, I don't love doing kinesiology via distance, but this gave me a tool that I could work with people via distance that I felt a bit more, inspired to do, because I prefer kinesiology in person, but that's just me. Yes, so that is how you would get started. Do we have any questions sort of around that? Is anyone stuck at the moment? Okay, so Katie Jane just said, really? So Lila, you didn't get the voucher? It's actually a code, I think. So Lila's just said she didn't get a voucher and it was charging $50 US. So Lila, I'll just take you back. into here. And if you go into your home, into your Solex Nation, did you sign up for it, Lila? I can't see the chat now because I'm in here. Yeah.
Sign up for what specifically?
Have you already activated that training?
No, I literally was just going in to try and open it up, and
Okay.
I literally just tried again then, and it.
See here where I am at the moment, it says Solex University 2021. That's your free coupon code.
Where are you? Sorry, I can't see where your mouse is. Sorry, I'm looking at this on a phone, so it's very small. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So Solex University 2021. Hang on, I will take a screenshot of that. And I'll pop that in the chat.
Oh, yep.
So even though if you click on that, let's just see where it goes now that I can actually see because I moved my thing. So I need to log out. All right, let's just see what happens now when I click on it. Oh no, now it's taking me to phase 1. Hang on. We don't want to go to phase 1. Let me just see this. Hang on. Come on. Sorry.
Is that because you've already done your basic training? Sorry.
It took me to a website before when I did the basic though. Hang on. Here we go. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. So see here, it says enter your email address and it's got the discount code on it. And then you press next. So whatever email address you have registered with, you should be able to just enter that in.
Okay.
Yeah. But just remember that code as well. That's Solex University 2021. And that will give you that one as well. So is that where you got taken to when you tried to do it?
No, it did look different, but I will.
Okay.
And did you get back in then?
Did you click on the link that came in your email, your original email, or how did you get to the Solex University?
Yeah, through that back office email and followed that link. But I'm now trying to set it up actually on the device itself.
Okay. So what do you mean set it up on the device itself?
As in using that website, going in there and just doing the information through because I got the tablet sized one.
Okay, I would probably keep your tablet to actually run to actually play with rather than run your information, the university on there. So I'd probably do it with a laptop so that you've got your laptop next to you while you're playing with your actual tablet, if you know what I mean, so you can follow along. I probably would try and do the training on the tablet because otherwise you're gonna have to keep pausing the training and coming back, out of it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep. Sure.
Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Because I would, if personally, I would have my device with me, like as I'm watching it on a computer or, or on another device. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I would do it, just so you can actually play with it and learn as you go. Click on the thing as it says it. Yeah. That type of thing. Cool. All right. Anybody else have questions on this? I will stop my share. Gina, sorry, yes. So Katie Jane has said encourages everyone to purchase a portal. It is really, really good. I haven't made use of it as much as I could have, although I have dipped into it a few. And Gina, no, the Day of Discovery is an in-person one. They will try and do, I did hear them say last week that they will try and do 2 this year again. So they did one in March. That was, I think it was March, that was online so that everybody could be there. But they had one this time last year as well. And it was in person as well. So technically, I guess we can be there now. If you're willing to risk traveling right now. But yeah, no, they're doing an in-person one because that's what they tend to do. But they are trying to do 2 a year so that we do get that online and in person. The in-person I think would be amazing. So maybe we can aim for that next year. I don't know. Is there any other questions? No, it's a bit of a short training tonight, but is everyone feeling confident or, you know, feel like they would be able to direct a new QLA to all of these different parts? I actually saw something the other day as well, which I'll just quickly have a look for. In our Frequency Soul Collective group, I think there's like a little welcome file. Dear Quantum Living Advocate, here we go. So this is just under files in our Frequency Soul Collective, and hopefully this is something we want to see. Yeah, here we go. So this is something that you can actually send out to someone to get them started if you want to. So this, I think, okay, yeah, so it tells you what groups to join. It tells you the Frequency Soul Collective portal, and that you will have received an email, and then to join the Facebook group. So it's a nice little sheet that you can send straight out to people, and that will help to get them started. So did everyone see where that was? So back into Frequency Soul Collective QLA group and just in files, and it's the very first one. Now, another one that I really love, and literally I have only just started playing with, but this is one that I uploaded a little while ago, and to be honest, I actually don't remember where I got it from. It might have been from another course that I did. And this has all of every single thing that's in the scanner, it has it here. And it explains what it is. Now, I know in the scanner in the vitals, you can click on things, but sometimes when you click on it, it doesn't actually say what it is. It just gives you the title again. So this is a 130-page document, but I actually used it with a client today, and there was these methylation pathways that were right down the bottom, and I kept looking at them in the scanner, and they don't give an explanation, and I kept thinking, what are these things for? And I'll try and find them. It just gives a really, really great overview of all of the different things. Yeah, anyway. So that would be something if you're really wanting to dive into being able to read these for people, or even to understand it for your own self. I think it was, this is a really awesome tool that tells you absolutely everything, as you can see here. I'm just going to try and go to the part that I was looking at. So yeah, this sits under our Frequency Soul Collective page as well. And this was something that I shared in there. I've done quite a few different little bits. Oh, this is it. Detoxification function. And then there's the phase 1 and the phase 2s. And I had no idea what they were about. So acetylation and amino acid conjugation. So this just gives you an actual overview, because when you click on those in your vitals, it doesn't come up with any explanations. And I kept getting this methylation pathway one. And so I wanted to know what it was. So that gives a really great explanation of what might be happening there. Quite technical. So don't get overwhelmed if you're just new. But if you are a detailed person and you want to know exactly all these, you know, different little things, that's always in there too. So that is that. All right. So let me just check that chat again. Practice scanning is the key. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Katie Jane. It's definitely it. And Alex, if you have someone keen, where would you first direct them for info? Okay, that's a really great question. Personally, I actually have a tab on my own website. And on that website, I have a tab that shares this. Ooh, if it's going to do it for me. Home. Ooh. This is weird. All right, so it actually shares my marketing site. Okay, so I can actually show you that if you like. So it's good to have it linked to who you are. So this is my website, and I have a bioresonance tab. And under the bioresonance, I have the introduction to the AO scan. which is the 7-minute video, which most of you may have seen. This sits on the Solex LLC website. And then I have Learn More or Book Your Personalized Scan. So when you go to Learn More, you'll see up here, it goes to my page. Okay, so then if they choose to shop, it also comes up with Australia, which is handy. And I'm logged in as me at the moment, so obviously I'd log out. And then down here, it gives more information, so they can scroll down, and that's generally where I will send them. As an intro, I actually like to send them, if I'm just conversing with them on Messenger, I like to send them that video that I just showed you. So this one. AO scan technology video, it's an intro. And then depending on who it is, I might offer to do an inner voice scan for them. And if they want more information, then I will send them to this website. So I hope that helped, Alex. Yeah, so that is kind of how I do it. What have we got here? So, and yes, Frequency Soul Collective Group, add them into that because there's a lot of testimonials in there, and also the portal. Yeah, that's right. So you can send them to the Frequency Soul Collective as long as, you know, they know you and they know that to come back through you is what I would say about that as well. Gina says, I have those printed as well as the pricing page. If my QLA is in town, I give them a little folder. That's beautiful. Actually, Amanda has the folders that she's printed up as well, and they look absolutely gorgeous. I think she's selling them maybe for $15, and that's a beautiful little thing that you can do for your QLAs. I actually meant to get some from her on the weekend and I forgot. Yes. Okay, Alex, hope that answered your question there. International ones, I screenshot and I email them. What do you email them, Gina? Can you post that file in our group page? Which file? It is in our group, Katie. The one that I was just going through, it's actually in our Frequency Soul Collective QLA group in the files. That's what you're asking. Katie, is that the one you're asking for? The big long one? Yeah, cool. It's in there. It's just under files. Cool. Anyone else got any questions?
I'm just going to talk quicker than trying to explain.
Sorry. I can't hear you.
Talk quicker than explaining it.
How would I recommend explaining it?
Just got a little file. On it, and then I just give all my needed decisions one. And I just signed up someone in America, so I just screenshotted or screenshotted or printed them out and sent them either or as an email to them, so that they've got a copy. Because obviously American price is going to be different to Australian, but it just gives you an idea. We'll charge people, and I said, well, there's no real set prices.
Yeah, okay. So I'm having trouble hearing you, but did you get one of the welcome folders from Amanda? Is that what you're saying? You screenshotted and sent it?
No, I'm going to get those. I just made up my own.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, excellent. That's great. Well, luckily, thankfully we have one coming from Amanda, and that's not a bad idea. If you've got someone internationally, then maybe doing a PDF of it or something like that and sending through all the info so that they have it. And remembering, when people sign up, you also get sent some things from Solex in your package as well. So you do get a little manual with that, and it explains sort of things as well. So it's not like you're flying completely blind, but you might be for that first 5 to 10 days before they actually receive their device. And that's when, you can fill in the gaps a little bit here with that welcome document, like I just showed you, and and jumping onto all the different sites and things like that. I know for me, I was just keen to get on and learn all that I could. So if you've got someone like that who just wants to, dive in, then there's all of the things that they can do. And look, the Solex University will take up a little bit of time, but by the time you get through that, I feel like you get a really solid grounding, and most of your questions will be answered from that. Yes, Gina, you can order the folders from Amanda, I believe. I meant to, like I said, get some. I'm pretty sure she's got some ready to send out. She bought them for us on Sunday and then I forgot to grab them off her. So are you in Brisbane, Gina, or are you somewhere else? Ah, good. So you're picking up for the WA people when you fly over, Katie Jane. That's awesome. Yep. You're in Geraldton. Okay. So yes, there you go. It looks like Katie Jane's picking up the WA ones for you. Awesome. Yes. And Katie Jane said, keeping it simple is key. Absolutely. And just, you know, learning as you come across things. And that's what I've done with my scans and things as well. You know, as things come up, I investigate what they are. And then the next time they come up, I'm like, oh, that's interesting because I looked at that for myself or for one other person. And that, you know, so yeah, just keeping it really simple is a great idea. And it's okay to not know everything. Absolutely, Katie, especially when you're starting, it's like information overload. Remembering that you can click on all of the explanations in the vital scan and that report that I just showed you then, that document, you can go through there and just taking it one step at a time. Because it is a lot of information, and remembering a lot of us have been in this now for a year and we still don't know what everything means yet. But that's okay. People are still having amazing results without us knowing absolutely everything. Awesome. Does anyone else have any other questions that they'd like to ask? No? Okay, well, we might keep it short tonight then, because there's not much else to say unless anyone wants to explore anything else. But yeah, welcome if you are new, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. And yeah, just pop any questions you have in the chat or in the Frequency Soul Collective QLA group, and I'm sure we're all more than happy to help you in there. So I hope you have a great night, and hope we catch you again next week for Training with Beck. Bye. Good night.